Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Smoke Break, where I teach you my own personal spins on a lot of barbecue classics, smoky meats, grilling, and general cooking recipes. Today's a special episode because we're at Grandma's house today, and I'm cooking in her beautiful kitchen. Got her knives all sharp, ready to go. Don't play with knives. We're gonna do some pork tenderloins. We're just gonna do a good sear, a crust on the stove, cook them in the oven, pair that with some butter noodles. I'll show you the rest in a little bit. So without further ado, let's fire. So these are the pork tenderloins that I got from my local supermarket. Just gonna season it with a coarse salt, some pepper, and some garlic. I'm gonna sear it on the stove. Look at my grandma's beautiful stove. We're gonna sear it to get a hard crust on each side. I'm just gonna finish it off in the oven, chop up some onions to go with it. Very simple dinner tonight. Gonna pair that with some butter noodles, and I'll show you that one in a bit. So let's get to it. Just doing that coat of pepper. I like a lot of pepper on my meat. And a little bit of that granulated garlic. Just a touch. Light coats here. The other one is a chimichurri bacon wrap pork tenderloin, chopped up onion. Pair this all together. We're gonna sear it right now on the stove. These have been room temperature, so they're ready to cook. Let's throw this and get a good sear on them. So all we're really doing with this right now is getting a good crust on the outside, a good sear each side. Make sure you get that because it's important. That's all flavor that starts to develop on the outside. So we're just gonna finish it off in the oven. Look, I've been doing this thing. Like I said, it's not a smoke episode today, ladies and gentlemen. This will be the chimichurri one. Make sure you press down to get some good contact with the surface. All right, so we're gonna transfer these from the skillet to the pan, getting ready for the oven. This has a beautiful sear on it. It's like a crust on the outside. That's what I'm looking for. So let's go ahead and take these off. They've been searing for about 4 minutes. No right or wrong way to pick them up. Just pick them up. So I'm gonna lay them side by side in the baking dish. Move it over here to the cutting board. I'm just gonna layer these onions that are gonna cook down and give it more flavor just all around it. Very simple dinner. You can do this if you're just getting off work, something that doesn't take a lot of time at all. This will all be done probably in an hour or so. I'll check the internals in a bit, and we'll be back. These are the delicious buttered noodles. If you don't know what buttered noodles are, it's literally just pasta noodles drenched in some butter and then some milk. You let it reduce down. Add some garlic, fresh garlic, olive oil, Parmesan to top it off, and just keep mixing it. Turns into a nice little side dish. This is my mother's specialty. She's been doing it as a kid, so it's delicious. It's gonna pair really well with these pork tenderloins. Check these internals right in the thick part. That one's done. Yeah, we're good. These are both ready. So we'll take this out. I'm gonna let it rest for about 5-10 minutes and then we'll slice into it. All right, y'all, this is the final product of the pork tenderloins. The first one's gonna be chimichurri. The other one is applewood smoked. It was only in the oven for about 40 minutes or so. I started off with the stovetop and I seared it off to get a nice crust on the outside. So let's zoom in on this while I slice into it. You always got to let your meat rest because it lets all the juices redistribute all throughout the meat, so you don't lose your juices. You don't want to cut it too early. So they've been resting for about a good 10 minutes, so slice of it. Actually, hold on. Look at that. I mean, that's just tender. It's flexing, juicy. I mean, let's try it out real quick. Coming apart very easily. Those seasonings are just amazing. I haven't tried the chimichurri one yet. I'm gonna continue slicing this and we're gonna eat. So I appreciate y'all checking me out for another episode of Smoke Break. If you like what I'm doing, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button, throw some comments out there. Give me some feedback, let me know what I'm doing. And I'll see you on the next episode. Appreciate y'all checking.